Kuzampala. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Uh, Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshops. Embassy of India, Thimpu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchuk Cultural Center, Yoga teacher. I'm KVSSN Murthy here. My sincere praise to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties and the whole Bhutan. And coming to recitation, this recitation actually belongs to Hatha Yoga Pradipika, a kind of cleaning technique of the rectal and anal muscular tissues through the yogic way. It's what we call Vasti or Basti. It's a kind of yogic enema technique. It is saying that Gulma Plihodaram Chapi Vata Pitta Kapod Bhavaha Vasti Karma Prabhavena Kshiyante Sakala Mayaha. So, in other words, it is saying that internal wind related issues or mucus related issues or biles related issues are totally destroyed because of the simple technique. But the way how you are doing also very important. Also, it is saying that it will be a good boon towards the Sapta Dhatu, seven important factors inside the body, what we call Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Meda, Asti, Majja, and Sukra. In other words, it's a kind of body fluids and the blood and muscular tissues and adipose and after that bone and after that bone marrow and nervous system and after that reproductive organs and tissues and fluids. So all these seven important factors are really running the total physical body system. So like this kriya will definitely give you a positive changes towards this important seven factors. And also it is saying that our sense organs and our mind are purified because of this simple practice. And also it is saying that gland related issues, whatever gland related issues will be normalized. But this kriya is somewhat advanced kriya in hatha yoga practices. It required some other kind of instruments also. Okay, now in coming to our general rules for the COVID protocols, so always try to follow safe physical distancing. Even though if you are vaccinated, please try to follow these simple measurements and carry your mask when you are in the crowd. Please wear your masks and ear caps, and do not count currency or papers by touching your tongue. And hand hygiene and respiratory hygiene very important, so carry your sanitizers. And coming to gargling technique, so use estimadu powder or tripala powder or use salt water to clean the throat like 4 to 5 times in a day. And the nozzle oils called Anutaila and Shadbindu Taila are important, two Ayurvedic oils that should be installing inside the nostrils morning once and evening once to level the mucus related disorders. And coming to steam inhalation, so please remember paranasal cavity is very important cavity for this corona issues. So this virus really staying some more time at the that kind of cavities. So here, because of this simple steam inhalation, so one can be easily destroy that kind of viral cells through the heated air. So please remember at least 3 to 4 times in a day, use this simple technique called steam inhalation to clean that paranasal cavities. And coming to next therapy is called sleep. Our sleep itself a good therapy. So it is recommended by the WHO called 8 hours of sleep required, but still 1 more hour required when you are more active in your affairs or on, in front of computers or on the screen work. And coming to cloves and cloves powder and honey or hot water. So you can use this therapy morning once and evening once to clean the throat, as well as it will be good for the disorders which can be deposited by the phlegm around the throat level. Then next one is vitamin A diet and vitamin D diet and zinc based diets are very important. So do not neglect these diets to include in your foods. And next one is very important is activeness or exercises morning half an hour, evening half an hour. But walking alone will not create any good health balance. You have to compose some other exercises. So your easiest form is yoga. You can compose yoga in your walking, or you can compose yoga in your weight training. You can compose yoga in your martial art training. You can compose yoga in your remaining sports activities also. And next one is home Ayurvedic remedies or home kitchen remedies, very important, but that is in the food level. So called turmeric, garlic, ginger, cumin, cinnamon, jaljeera and rock salt, hing, pepper, Next one is honey and local cordyceps and local shilajit. Very simple and very important products to create good immunobalance. And also we have two health tonics called kada chai preparation as well as golden milk. Golden milks are good in the evenings or before sleep. Kada chais are good in the mornings and afternoons. So according to your timetable, according to your food restrictions, you can have these practices also. But once you will choose kada chai, at least give 1.5 hour, 2 hours time for the milk items, milk related items. And next one is Cheven Prash, also very important. It's a kind of 45 different kind of herbal products that will really good for your functioning of mucus levels, good functioning of bile levels, and good functioning of internal wind levels also. And coming into in this week, we will see some of the simple and effective home Ayurvedic remedies for the arthritis. So arthritis is a kind of vata imbalance or somewhat internal wind issues. So some people have been suffering this arthritis because of heredity and because of lifestyle management, because of food issues. So whatever the issues will be, whatever the background, you can choose very simple Ayurvedic techniques. So in Ayurveda also we have very simple remedies. So one is the Gugulu. It's a kind of Yogi Raja Gugulu or Simhanada Gugulu or Amrutadi Gugulu. So like this is a specializations drugs in the Ayurveda to create good balance inside wind. And coming to Amavata Ras, also very simple and effective drug in the Ayurveda. So according to your medications, according to your doctor's advice, you can use this Amavata Ras also. And the next one is Maharasanadi Kada, also very important to create good balance inside about these wind related issues, especially the people who are suffering from this arthritis. For them it's a kind of what we call Amrut means what? It's a kind of great medicine. And next one is Swarna Bhaspa. It's a gold medicine. It's a made up of the gold, as well as it's a medicine made up of Rajita also. Suvarna Bhaspa and Rajita Bhasma also very important to create good immunity as well as good skeleton system. But still we have today's 4 important simple applications are like two therapies. We have two therapies today. One is hot water therapy. It's a kind of a piece of soft cloth or absorbent cotton that dipped in the hot water, used to make like a poultice on the affected areas of the joints. That's what we call poultice therapy. So you can use simple hot water and the cloth to put it on the affected areas. Or today's important therapy is you can take heated salt or heated sand, or you can mix salt and sand, heat them, then after that you try to pour inside a cloth and try to tie that cloth tightly, then after that put that heated cloth on the affected area. This is a very simple and effective remedy to create some balance from external level. And next one is ginger, always good for the people who are having this inside wind issues. In your foods, try to increase the portions of the ginger, morning once, afternoon, evening also you can take. But better to take ginger decoctions or ginger tea or ginger water. That's actually, that will create still more goodness towards the wind related issues. Next one is garlic therapy. Again, early morning before your breakfast, you can boil this garlic in 100 ml of water, take that decoction and use this decoction early in the morning. That's also very important. Again, please remember, for any kind of disorder, including this arthritis, constipation is a killer factor. So that try to see all the possibilities how to get rid of the constipation, as well as food pattern and food timing. And again, please remember, junk foods as well as junk timings, both are danger to the people who are having these issues. Junk timing means when you have breakfast at 8 o'clock, when you want to eat lunch at 1 o'clock, in between that time do not add any new food to the abdomen. So that's what we call junk timing. So when you will give any kind of holy food in that junk timing, so that can be goes towards a junk food. So in fact here, no junk foods but junk timings. If you will give even though good food in the junk timings, that will go to the junk food. So junk timings and junk foods are more important in these issues. And also please remember your stress levels and your sleep patterns and your lifestyle activities are all all our activities, some of important agents to create good health. Tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same place, same timing, we will see still more applications for the same arthritis. So let's join to the yoga class now. And based on the severity of the bone related issues or arthritis, some people in fact they are not allowed to do some kind of yoga postures which will be really giving stress on that particular organs. So please remember, when you have any issues, better to take advice from your yoga teacher and from your physician before starting any kind of practices, physical practices. But every yoga exercise has its own limitation and has its own goodness to create some balance inside the body. But the people who are doing on that's the matter here. But here in our yoga also we have the regular yoga, general yoga class for the general public. But when you have any doubts, you can put a comment under these videos. Right, coming to sun salutation. So during this sun salutation also we have mantra chanting and sloka chanting. So when you have your traditional belief to chant all these things, and you can follow, or you can follow only physical practices. Okay, let's take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. Then after that, open your two hands up and keep them pranamasan above to the head, called Kailasha Mudra. Then after that, slowly bring your pranamasan down at your chest level, called Anahata Pranamasan. And coming to chanting and recitation and Vizakshara. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tattvam Pushan Apavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drustaye. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Hraum Raha Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu Kagapushna Hiranya Garbha Maricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. Stretch your arms forward. Lift your both the arms up, called Hasta Uttanasana. After that, once completely pull yourself up, and from there slightly put a back bend. Then very slowly bend the body forward, called Pada Hastasana, or standing forward bending posture. But when you have any health issues regarding lower back pain or neck pains or blood pressure or heart ailments, so do not immediately follow this exercise. And if possible, completely push your body down towards your knees and stay now. And right leg is your forward back leg here, called Asva Sanchalanasana. Here also do not try to crunch your body, push your body down, as well as try to lift your chin up and press your abdomen with your forward folded leg. So when you have knee issues, this posture may not suitable to you. And back leg straight on the toes, and slowly push your forward leg to back leg, called Santulanasana or Dandasana or plank posture, to tight your abdomen. It's a very good posture, and to cut the abdominal level fat also, this is very good posture. And very slowly push your body down towards the floor, called Ashtanga Namaskarasana. Two palms, chest, knees and toes must be down on the floor. And the last, you can put your chin or forehead on the floor. Then like a sea wave, lift the body up, and few seconds attach your body towards the posture called Bhujangasana or lifted head cobra posture. Throughout the practice, push your head up against the shoulders, lift your chin and stay for a while in this deep stretching posture. And back leg straight on the toes. We are now doing a kind of forward bend called Parvatasana or mountain triangular posture. This is a pre-position of the headstands posture. Then after that, right leg is your forward leg, called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. Again, few seconds stay now. And then slowly back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up, and join your back leg to the forward leg, called Pada Hastasana. Then slowly lift your both the arms and the body up, Hasta Uttanasana. And once completely pull yourself up, and from there slightly put a back bend called Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. Again, keep your body straight, Pranamasana above to the head, called Kailasha Mudra, and very slowly bring your Pranamasana down at your chest level, called Anahata Pranamasana. Then lift your both the arms up. Then very slowly wide your both the arms from the side stretch and turn your palms towards the floor and slowly keep them down at your thighs. Then soon after that wide your legs and lock your hands back. Then here few seconds wait for your healthy break. Long slow inhalations and exhalations. Especially for the people who are having these knee issues or gout related issues or arthritis, for them Pavana Mukta Asana Srini, that whole series is very simple and very beneficial. But today also we are doing the same practices, but not all the posters, but we are doing head level practices for the eyes and for the neck only. Alright, so today's exercise is very simple and very effective. It can be taken by anyone. So right, keep your position straight and try to properly sit in any convenient posture. Alright, now we are starting our Pavana Mukta Asana Sreni or Sukshma Yoga Vyayam. So it is itself mentioned that Pavana Mukta Asana Sreni means Pavana means internal wind, Mukta means release, Asana Sreni means the row of activities in the yoga. It is good to create mobility inside the joints, inside the body, especially when you have no works, when you have office works. So, as well as when you are belongs to any sector of the like general life, sports activities or housemakers or office goers, anyone can do these simple exercises. It can be very good to give some mobility and agility inside the body. Keep your position straight. Alright, we are starting our first isometric exercises for the head and neck. Please remember these posters, these exercises will be very good exercises for the people who are having neck issues as well as cervical issues. And press your head from above with your two hands and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly release and keep your hands and take a long but slow inhalation and exhalation. Then after that interlock your fingers and keep them behind the head and try to press your head and stay for a while. But here please remember we have to apply opposite side both equal forces at one point. And few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly keep your hands down again. One long deep inhalation, exhalation. Then here lift your head up and try to point your chin towards the sky. After that interlock your fingers, place them at your forehead and press your head towards the neck and stay for a while here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly come back. Keep your head straight. Then slowly keep your arms down. One long deep inhalation and exhalation. Then after that put your right hand at the right part of the head and here also apply that opposite side equal forces with your head. Press your hand with your hand, press your head. Stay here for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly keep your hand down. Then opposite side same exercise, hand at the head level, few seconds press and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly come back, keep your arm down. Again long slow inhalation. Then here at a time keep your both the hands at the both sides of the head. Press your head and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly hands down. Again long slow deep inhalations and exhalations. And turn your head towards your left side. Put your left hand at your forehead level from exact side angle. Here also try to apply that opposite side equal forces and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly keep your head straight and hand down. Again long slow inhalation and exhalation. And opposite side same thing. Keep your palm at your forehead from exact side angle. And press your head as well as try to press your hand also with your head. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly keep your hand down. Again long slow inhalations and exhalations. Now here keep your head straight. Interlock your fingers and put that hand frame at your forehead from forward. And here press your head back and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly keep your hand down. Again long slow inhalations and exhalations. Then after that put your both the palms under the chin and try to lift your chin up and try to press your chin down. At the same time stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly keep your hands down. And now try to catch your knees or catch your chair. When you are sitting on the chair you can catch your chair or catch your legs to keep your body straight. Then slowly lift your head up with inhalation. Then very slowly with exhalation, keep your head straight or keep your chin pressed down towards your throat. When you have neck issues, head forward bending is not really recommended. Alright, now again lift your chin up with inhalation. Then again very slowly with exhalation, come back. Last count inhalation, lift your head up. And exhalation completely down, completely press your chin towards the throat when possible. Alright, keep your head straight. One long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. Then towards your right side, completely bend your heads. Then slowly straight, come back. Opposite side, completely bend with breathe outs. Again, slowly come straight. Towards your right side again, bend your heads. And then slowly straight. Left side, bend your heads. Then again slowly come straight. Again long slow inhalation and exhalation. Towards your right side, turn the heads and keep your chin in the line of the shoulder and stay now 1, 2 and 3. Then slowly come back. Opposite side same practice, completely turn your head and stay 1, 2, 3 and 4. Come back. Slowly inhalation, come straight. Last counts with exhalation towards your right side, full turn the head and stay 1, 2, 3 and 4 and slowly come back. Opposite side same exercise, completely turn your head and stay 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then again slowly keep your head straight. Again long slow inhalation and exhalation. Then here coming to head half cycles, especially for the people who are having this neck rigidness early in the morning. So for them next exercise will be very important practice. So here keep your position straight, lift your head up, then towards your right side shoulder, left side shoulder and simple movement of the head like a chin up half cycles. In this same exercise you can slightly lift your shoulders also to create somewhat cushion at the neck level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then very slowly come back. Keep your head straight and shoulders down. But when you have severe neck issues, next exercise may not suitable. So that is what we call head rotation. Siro Sanchalana Sreni. Now lift your head up and full cycles and completely inhalation, lift your head up and then very slowly with exhalations down. Second count inhalation, lift your head up and exhalation completely down. Last count inhalations, lift your head up and exhalation, then very slowly come back. Again once keep your head straight and bring long slow deep inhalation and exhalation. To do this simple same exercise Parivrutta Siro Sanchalana opposite side and again lift your head up. From opposite side same thing, bring your head down, then very slowly lift your head up with inhalation. Again slowly breathe out, keep your chin completely down. Again slowly breathe in, lift your head up. Last count, completely breathe out, head down and breathe in, lift your head up. Then again here keep your head straight, one long slow inhalation exhalation. Soon after these practices use your two hands, give a smooth massage around your neck level and clockwise rubbing and anti-clockwise rubbing, or you can use shoulders also for the same massaging. Lift your shoulders till your neck point, press your neck, lift your chin for a while, stay here 1, 2 and 3 relaxations. Enough, come back. Okay, long slow deep inhalation exhalation. You can choose this kind of Natra Sanchalana Sreni or somewhat eye exercises in the beginning or in the ending also. So we are doing in the ending today. So keep your position straight. So this will be our last exercise. So when you think that your eyes got strained, especially in your office works or especially in any other works, so immediately you can choose any one exercise or all exercises also. Okay, keep your position straight. Then here lift your eyes up with inhalation and with exhalation slowly bring them down. Again inhalation, lift your eyes completely up, then slowly exhalations down. Last count inhalations, lift your eyes up and exhalation completely down. So try to coordinate the breath as well as the body postures, body movements. Right, keep your position straight. Now same here, open your eyes towards your right side, completely turn your eyes with breathe outs and slowly come straight with breathe in. And opposite side breathe outs Again, slowly keep your eyes straight. And now here towards your right side, turn your eyes. Then slowly come back. Opposite side, turn your eyes. Then very slowly come back. Keep your eyes straight. And once close your eyes and take a long, slow inhalation and exhalation. For the next exercise, diagonal eye movement. For more understanding, you can choose two hands help also. Likewise, open your one hand above, one hand below. From the positions, try to move them wide, so that try to look up towards your above finger. Try to touch your eyeballs towards above corner, then very slowly below corner. Again very slowly inhalation above corner, and slowly below corner exhalation. Last count above corner with inhalation. Then very slowly come back below corner, breathe out. Once keep your hands down, close your eyes and take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. Opposite side, same practice. Use your two hands as supporters. From the position of the hands, still keep your arms stretched back. To look up, lift your eyeballs towards your above corner once. Opposite side above corner, then very slowly opposite side below corner. Then above corner, inhalation. And below corner, breathe out. Last one, inhalation above corners. Then very slowly come back to below corner. Then slowly keep your arms down. Again take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. Now coming to next one is long side and short side exercises. Open your two hands forward. Then close your all the 8 fingers, but keep your thumbs out. And now try to put them towards your eyes, closer to the eyes, and try to gaze your eyes on right finger or left finger. But still focus your eyesight on any finger. Open your hands completely far from the eyes. Again closer to the eyes, breathe out, and far from the eyes, breathe in. Last count, breathe out, completely close, and breathe in completely far. Then slowly keep your hands down. One long inhalation and exhalation. Right, similar exercise here. One hand open forward from the eyes, lift your thumb up and try to maintain that same eye line. And second arm, fold your hand and try to put it in between that first finger and the eyes. And try to see your forward finger and try to locate back finger and locate forward finger, back finger, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. Last counts forward and backward. Then very slowly close your eyes and leave your hands. Again long, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. So next practice is not only people who wants eye health, also this is next exercise also helpful for the people who are having vertigo related issues. So here keep your one palm as a base in front of your nose and keep your second arm wrap and lift your thumb up and try to keep your above hand on the base of the below hand. So try to move your head on the right side, left side, but still focus your same above fingernail with the two eyes. But here only movement is head, eyes will be still, eyes will be stable on the same targets. 3, 2 and 1. Then slowly keep your hands down, long deep inhalation and exhalation. And same here, same practices. Again open your below hand and above hand properly. Then here move your head above and below, but still focus the eyesight at the same finger. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly keep your arms down and close your eyes. Again long, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. Then same thing here. Again open your two hands and now this time bend your heads on the right side, left side, but still focus the eyesight at the same finger. So here basically we are doing head ups and after that head bends and after that head turns. So 3 exercises in the same thing is called eyeball gazing at the same fingers. Then here keep your hands down. Once relax from the strain and once completely stretch your legs, stretch your hands for more relaxation. Then here slightly push your body back and lift your chin up and completely take relax in this Sukha Dandasana. Alright, keep your body straight. So during this kind of exercises, if you felt like numbness around your legs or toes, immediately keep your legs stretched properly, then relax, then after that resume the class. Okay, now we are at the practices of pranayam now. After finishing your physical practices, it's also advised to give small time break before doing pranayam. That is for that time for your mantra chanting or drinking of water, or it's a kind of break to relax yourself. But still in the pranayam also we have two slokas, and today I would like to give one chanting. So like along with this chanting, it's also advised that if you will drink a sip of water for mantra chanting, so that will be uh, like more reasonable. So keep your position straight and take a long slow deep inhalation and exhalation. And coming to pranayam sloka and mantra bijakshara. ॐ केशवाय स्वाहा, ॐ माधवाय स्वाहा, ॐ नारायणाय स्वाहा, ॐ अद्य समाधि तत्फलसिद्ध्यर्थम् आसनपूर्वकान् प्राणायामादीन् करिष्ये। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Then keep your hands down and take a long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. So in this week, our two pranayamas are, one is Surya Bhedana pranayam, second one is Bhastrika pranayam. Like as we know that Surya Bhedana pranayam importance in regarding maintain good health inside, in between these three doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So in between these three, this Surya Bhedana will definitely give you the kind of adjustment, especially Vata related issues. The people who are having this kind of wind related issues, for them it is a kind of great medicine. So early in the morning and evening also you can do these practices. Only thing is called pre-request is if you have high blood pressure, so take advice from your yoga teacher how to do this Surya Bhedana without triggering your BP. And coming to chanting here, coming to Surya Bhedana chanting, take a long, deep, slow inhalation, exhalation first. And here it is mentioned that Kapala Sodhanam Vata Doshagnam Krimi Dosha Hrit Punah Punah Ridam Karyam Surya Bhedana Uttamam. So it is clearly mentioned that Vata Doshagnam, especially wind related issues that will be which can be cause some of the ill health inside the facial structure and head structure, that will be nullified, as well as inside the body also it will be totally normalized. And also it is saying that Kapala Sodhanam, it will check the errors inside the skull and face. Through this simple pranayam, one can be very healthy. And also it is saying that Krimi Dosha Hrut, so abdominal worms also, like it will be killed through these simple exercises. But the way how intensity you have in these practices, because every pranayam should be performed with mudras and bandhas also. Because of our online participants, we are creating easy schedule, so that I am not giving that kind of mudra and bandha training. So we are doing simple breathing, breath outs. And also like we have another exercise called Bhastrika pranayam. It is also saying that Vata Pitta Slashma Haram Sariragni Vivardhanam Kundali Bodhakam Kshipram Pavanam Sukadam Hitam Brahma Nadi Mukhe Samasta Kapadhyargala Nasanam. It's not only related to wind issues, related to biles, related to mucus also. The issues related to mucus and biles also will be totally normalized because of this Bhastrika pranayam. And also it is saying that immuno booster or metabolic booster. It's a kind of it's saying that Sarir Agni Vivardhanam. Agni means in the sense of immunity, in the sense of metabolic activities. As well as for these people, for the people who are doing your spiritual practices to awakening the dormant internal energies called Kundalini awakening. For them also this exercise is very simple, and the ability of the practitioners will be raised because of this Bhastrika pranayam. And coming to practices, keep your position straight. First of all, we are doing Surya Bhedana pranayam, and keep yourself very free and very loose, and do not attach your body. So when you want to sit any convenient, comfortable posture on any convenient surface, you can do that. Keep your position straight and keep your head and chin straight. Then after that, open your right hand last two fingers, right hand last two fingers, and the right hand thumb, what we call like a pranayama mudra, and turn them towards your face. Then close your left nostril and inhale with the right nostril. Then soon after that, close your right nostril and breathe out with the left. And throughout this practice, right nostril inhalation, left nostril breathe out. Again, right nostril breathe in, and slowly, carefully exhalation with the left nostril. Third inhalation with the right nostril. Then very slowly breathe out with the left nostril. Fourth count inhalation with the right nostril. Again very slowly breathe out. Last count inhalation with the right nostrils. Then very slowly completely breathe out with the left nostrils. Then here keep your hand down, take a long slow inhalation and exhalation. Again a small gap also recommended after Surya Vedana before our doing like Bhastrika Pranayam. So this is also Bhastrika Pranayam, also voluntary sharp inhalation completely opposite side of Kapalabhati and slow exhalation. If the people having high blood pressure or any ear related issues or any throwing sensations inside the head and skull, so better to choose slow pace of doing or avoid the practices. Keep your position straight. Then here I am starting first 10 strokes, Bhastrika Pranayam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then once take a long slow inhalation and exhalation. Before starting our next 10 strokes, a small break. Then after that again starting our next 10 strokes towards 20th stroke, starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then again long deep slow inhalations and exhalations. And last spell towards the 30th stroke, same Bhastrika Pranayam. Keep your position straight. And starting our strokes now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. Soon after you finishes your breathing exercises, like you can choose dharana practices if you know well, or if, please practice some concentration practices from the Trataka formats. Once you finish your dharana exercises or Trataka practices, you can choose some more time to give relaxation to the body through Yoga Nidra Abhyas or through Nidra Yoga or Yoga Nidra. So once you totally finish your total yoga schedule, yoga practices, so you can choose 15 minutes time to take bath and further 5 minutes time to take breakfast. But this time depends on how you are doing, what you are doing, and how much intensity you have inside the practices. And afternoon, please see all the possibilities to take power nap to improve the like focus levels, to improve the concentration levels. Also it will regenerate the body, and basically it will improve the productivity from you towards your works. And in the evening, once you will be totally free from your all activities before your dinner time, so try to take 15 minutes to 30 minutes time to do your self yoga exercises. You can compose back bending exercises, inverted postures, as well as breathing exercise also. And tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same time, same place with the same topic, Ayurveda and yoga, so we will see still good applications in Ayurveda for the same arthritis, and we will see some more good exercises in the yoga also. Thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you all.